Okay, let's try this again, guys, and I hope that notifications have gone on out to everybody. So I will wait, and I'm pretty sure it should be okay. Sorry I'm late, but I boo-booed on my previous opening of live because I was flabbergasted with everything that's going on at the moment with my channel and notifications. And poor Jack is like, what are we high? Thanks. I was so concerned nobody was getting any notifications because I'm not getting any notifications on my channel at all in terms of people leaving comments, and I was kind of concerned that nobody's getting notifications back out about me doing live today. So I'm just going to wait because I am running late. Hi, there's one person on at the moment, and as you can see, two. Oh, thank goodness. I'm glad to see some notifications are going out. And I'm thinking people are going to be thinking I am so rude because I've not been acknowledging. Hi, Tracy Robert. Thanks. Thank you. Jackie's absolutely beautiful. Beautiful coastal carpet python he is. He's my big boy. And as you can see, beautiful natured as well. But yeah, I was just saying I felt so rude to people because it took me a day of having a video uploaded and not seeing any comments from anybody. And I'm thinking to myself, what's happened here? And normally I would get comments from people, and there was absolutely none. So I went into my creator studio, and here's all these comments waiting for me. And so I very quickly answered everybody and said, look, I apologize everybody for not answering any of your comments, but I'm not getting notifications. I'm getting notification from everybody here in terms of what they're uploading and comments that I leave on your channels. You're responding and I'm getting it. Hi Joe, thank you for joining me. Didn't get a notification. No, I don't know what's happened. I've notified Google, who I was told to notify because they are the ones that deal with notifications, if I'm correct, and letting them know that I'm not getting notifications about my videos. No, he isn't done growing, Tracy Roberts. Not at all. Jack is about nearly 7.5 foot. It's got a long way to go. Probably will end up 9 to 10 foot by the time he's fully grown. He's, what are we looking at? My gosh, 3, 4, 5, 6.5 years old. Hi, Carolyn. You're late, and here you are. I know. I boo-booed when I went live, and I forgot to press public, so I was talking like an idiot, saying, is anybody getting my notifications? Yes, we were just saying you're late. Wow, that is long, yeah. Coastals get pretty big by the time they're grown. And I'm 5'2", so Jack is already big for me, Carolyn. Tracy. So, it's a funny. Sometimes I can be, and sometimes I'm so serious, and I've got to go, oh, you're being too serious, Gay. But, you know, I got Jack out because Jack is probably about my only snake that, or besides my little Tessa, who's a Bredli, that reacts to me doing things with him. If he's not a happy boy, if he's in shed, he doesn't like me bothering him. If I go in and do check on him or give him a little pat, he will hiss at me. And that's just his way of saying, don't touch me. I'm in shed and I'm not comfortable and I feel horrible, and could you just leave me alone? And I do. I accommodate by leaving Jack alone. But pretty much, or hi Cammy, my bell didn't go off. No, Cammy, nobody's getting notifications. I'm frustrated myself and I don't know what to do about it, apart from having contacted Google to let them know that notifications to people about my channel and my videos and my comments aren't coming through, but everybody else is coming through to me. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Cammy. I don't know how to fix it. Everything is the bells, the notifications, everything correctly ticked. Yeah, I understand that your bell didn't go off, and I don't think anybody else's. Hi Tonya, thank you for joining me. I'm so sorry about this notification business. I wish I could fix it. I'm waiting on Gugu. Gugu. Why did I say that? Google? Oh, good. Well, then I'm glad it's not just me, because it's annoying and I'm feeling like I'm being rude to you all by not answering any of the comments that are coming through in my videos. But I go into my studio regularly and I go through on the comments there, and they're all there. Hi Viapre Project, how you going? Thank you for joining me today. But I'm talking about those words that people use, nasty, aggressive snakes. Because there is no such thing as a nasty, aggressive snake. And I hear it, and I even hear it from people that actually, hi, you can official TM, thank you for joining me today. I'm so glad to see people turning up. I was so worried that nobody's going to turn up because they're not going to get my notification, but this is great. Thank you so much. I so appreciate it. It was terrible. I put it on and I forgot to list it or make it public, and I'm thinking nobody's here today, and maybe it's because of the notifications, but while you're here, oh thanks, oh good Carolina. A lot of people aren't, and I'm certainly not getting your comments to my videos. Hi Gerald Thompson, thank you for joining in today. So yeah, Jack, you saw it in subscription. See, I do not know what's happening at all, but Google, not that they're going to watch this live stream, but fix it please. Yeah, Jack is my beautiful, calm, cruisy guy compared to Lily, who I don't think you can see her here, but she's up there. No, she's in a hammock completely. I didn't get Lily out. She was out last night. Jack hasn't been out for a couple of days, so it was his turn to join me today for this video, because he's not mean, he's not aggressive, and like I said, no snake is. The terms I use is defensive. Jack is awesome. He's so big and cool, he is. I've actually got a thanks Florida Diver Joe, that is. We saw you went live in the subscription list. Okay. Well, at least something is getting out there at the moment. Yes, Yukon Official. He is very social with all of my snakes. Spends a lot of time with my female jungle carpet python Lily. I have had all 3 snakes outside with me together, being my 2 jungles and this fella. They're fine. They're honestly fine together. They are quite social with each other, and they do that out in the wild too. So why wouldn't they do that here? In my home, yeah. Look, I've had them long enough. They know me, they know who I am, they feel me, and I feel them, and I'm completely relaxed with my snakes, and I think they are too. And that makes a really big difference to having snakes that you have socialised. Actually, Tracy, I found Jack abandoned in a rental property that somebody up and left, and apparently they had him and another female coastal were left for dead in a tub together, and all they had was a bowl of water in the middle of this tub that was about this big. So, you know, they were only so big themselves at the time. So I brought them home, and I've had them ever since, except my Lacey passed away, my female. She passed away from cancer about 4 months ago, and or 3 months ago. I actually had her put to sleep because I didn't want to see her suffer, and I knew that she was suffering. So the best thing for me to do was to take her to the vet and have her put to sleep. She was wobbly. She was starting to get to that point where she didn't know what was going on. And the beautiful thing with Lacey was, even in those worst times, she was so calm and gentle with me and loving, and I miss her because she was my Shire girl, but was so beautiful. All my snakes are. But I had a little bit of a soft spot for Lacey because of her gentleness and her calmness. And when she was so sick, she still was calm and gentle and loving. Yeah, I'm so glad I found them. Like, honestly, they would not have lasted very much longer. They were very thin. They were very dehydrated. Lacey spent a lot of time in a bath, me hydrating her, and then she just blossomed from there and did really well until this cancer set in. And the cancer hit her really hard and fast, and she didn't last for very long. So I lost her very quickly. But in a way, I guess that's a good thing. But there is no such thing. Yeah, hate cancer, and animals get it, and we know it do. So sorry about Lacey, but you gave her a while. I did. Joe, I did give her a beautiful home, and I cared for her. Like, I know I cared for her 110%, and gave her those 3.5 years with me. 4.5 years. Gosh, it's hard to remember. They were spoilt rotten anyway. Yeah, cancer. Cami is terrible. Thanks, Carolyn. I'd do it for any snake, actually. Take care of them. See, even my comments are popping up and disappearing, popping up and disappearing and doubling up, and so I don't know what's happening, but my channel is out of whack now. See, they've all come back again, which is good because I get to read them and make sure I haven't missed any of your comments. It's over there, Del, somewhere I said it. My daughter's just asking for a lighter. So anyway, don't ever think snakes as aggressive or defensive or nasty, because they're not. And I've done a video that's going to be coming up later in the week, so I hope you get notified about it, about this term, nasty, aggressive snakes, because there is no such thing. And I get a little bit grumpy in it, I think, which might surprise everybody that I get grumpy with it. But I do, because personally I blame the owner of the snake. And I'm not talking about babies that come into your life, and I'm not talking about snakes that come in after. Yes, Tracy Roberts, extremely good around kids. Well, I know mine are, and are so used to being around kids that the kids don't bother them at all. And all the kids handle my snakes because I do trust all of my snakes. Of course, I'm not stupid, and I'm always there with them when they are handling. Of course, I have smaller snakes that I just let the kids hold, but I'm more there about the snake being okay as well. Not just the kids that are handling them, because kids can get a bit laxy-daisy and a little bit rough, and I kind of tell them, hey, come on, hold them properly and make sure that they're feeling secure, because I don't want one of my snakes to start fearing me as a human, that they don't trust me to keep them safe. So that's what's important, I think, when you let people hold your snake, is that they hold them properly. I don't know where Jack is going, but he thinks he's going to disappear, and he's not. You can hear him huffing and puffing. Big boy, a lot of weight, and they breathe really heavily once they start to get warmed up or a little bit tired as well. Jack just wants to go and do his own thing, as all my snakes do when they're out. But the video that I've done, they shed. Tracy, roughly a snake will shed every 8 weeks. As they get older, that is a lot longer. Thank you, Cami. Jack is very, very pretty. I have a friend that calls my Jack a rock star. Just the way he cruises around the place, and he acts like he's a bit of a rock star, I tell you. But gentle, beautiful temperament, and that's what you'll have. If you spend the time with your snakes, put the time in with your snakes, right from the word go, that's what you end up. Very gentle, calm, trusting snakes. If you don't, then, yeah, he is a big boy, Carolyn. If you don't, and then people say, oh, it's just a nasty, aggressive snake. No snake is a nasty, aggressive snake. Defensive of you, but if you've never spent the time with your snake and got them out and socialised them with you, then you're going to have a snake that isn't going to like you. And I see it happening all of the time. Why is my snake so well, I don't even hear the word defensive. I hear the word, why is my snake's just mean and nasty? No, your snake is not mean and nasty. And if your snake is, what did you do? What didn't you do? What was it that you should have done? I see people going in to get out big, big boas, and they're putting their hand in, oh, she's nasty, she's mean, she's always been like that. How often do you get her out? I don't. How old is she? 5. And when do you get her out? When I've got to clean up her enclosure. Is that it? Yeah. And so every time you go in there, she wants to turn around and bite you. Yeah. Well, no wonder. Because you know what, buddy? I'd bite you too. You haven't bothered. You haven't cared. You just go in and grab her and try and get her out to throw her in a tub so you can clean out the enclosure. And other than that, you feed her and that's it, and you want her to be nice to you? I don't think that's how it works. Honestly, I've never known it to work like that. So in my video that's coming out, I blame the person that keeps it, not the snake. Jack's I think heading up, I'll move a little bit so you might see him heading up there. Hi Kelly420, thank you, sweetie, for popping in today. Well, good. I've had a few people on, and I was really concerned that there was going to be nobody on today. But yeah, Jack's going behind the sofa. Yeah, he is behind Cammy, but he's going up along the back and up onto the enclosure up there. Yeah, they do, Tracy. Yeah, you could see him now, Cammy. Snakes need to be loved too. Now, I can't tell you that a snake loves you back in the same way that we show love to a snake. But I think my snake shows that, or my snakes show that they love me because they don't want to bite me, they don't want to hurt me, and they're gentle with me. And they go with me. How I move, they move. They feel that with me. And I'm a great believer in spending time with your snake. He'll start knocking things over too, but there's nothing up there that can hurt him. I don't care if he hurts something, but don't hurt himself. Yeah, actually. I'm a great believer in the more time you spend with your snake and the more care you put in with them on a daily basis, the more you will get back from them. And I love my life with my snakes, and I'm so grateful that all of them have accepted me as their keeper as well. And I know, Joe, you're still dealing with your little girl, and I know she came into your life a little bit later, and so she's defensive towards you, but you know as well as I know that's not her. That is where she came from, and how much time was actually put in with her before she came to you. And it's a shame, because you've got to take the nips from them initially, but it doesn't take long for them to realise they're in a beautiful home and they're going to be well cared for and they're going to be acknowledged. They're not going to be, she's a scared little snake, but I know she'll come around. She will, Joe. I have no doubt that she will. She's going to realise nobody is here to hurt me. Nobody's here that's going to do any harm to me. And she's going to be a puppy dog, just like Lily. I know she will be. And Lily is a puppy dog too. Fussy little puppy dog, but she's a puppy dog. Never, ever shown any want. I'm just watching Jack's butt. He hasn't really moved, has he? He's kind of found a spot up there where he's happy with. Yeah, that's all Joe is doing, giving her some time. She's little. She's a couple of years old. She's very small, which kind of tells me she didn't get very well looked after, Joe, because she should certainly be bigger than what she is currently. And I did bring out a video about maintenance feeding, where a lot of people do that because they're not really that fussed on the snake in the first place, or they're a breeder trying to cut costs. Yeah, Joe, I know. Very patient, and sometimes you have to be, and that is the key to when you get a snake that is scared. It's just patience. So I want to say thank you to everybody that managed to see my live stream today. And Cammy, I know that you said you would come over and catch the live stream, and you did, and thank you. And Cammy very rarely ever misses one herself, and I hope I've spoken clearly for you today. But guys, thank you. Look out for the video. Those nasty, aggressive snakes. Very interesting, actually, that they're referred to like that. Thanks, hun. I am mindful of that when you're on. So, guys, I love you all. And I so appreciate everybody joining me today. Not a very long live stream, but there is a video coming up about it, and it's Lily joining me for that video. So you all take care of yourself. Loves you back. Always loves you, Cami. Got a couple of your videos to catch up on yet, and I'm getting there today. So you all take care of yourself, your family. And if you've got snakes, be sure to take care of them, because if you don't, they're not going to like you. And I don't want that to happen to anybody. I want you to enjoy your snakes like I do. Have a life that I have with my snakes. I'm glad you did too, Joe. I'm always on Mondays. Guys, yeah, you too, Carolyn. Monday mornings, Australian time, or is that EST time? 10:30. If you don't get a notification, I'm here. I don't miss. So take care of your snakes, guys. And ciao to everybody. Bye.